Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave, and today this is part 5 of the Civil War unboxing re-uploads. This will be for the Iron Man leader and the cards that came packaged with him. And then we will wrap up with Captain Marvel and the cards that were bundled with her, plus the extras for the registration. But for now, let's take a look at Iron Man and what cards came with him. Now, the registration is Iron Man and Captain Marvel. So, Iron Man Stage 1, which of course you would do when you're starting standard. Scheme of 1, attack of 1. He's an Avenger. Iron Man gets +1 scheme for each tech attachment on him to a maximum +3 scheme. And set up the enemy team searches the encounter deck for an Iron Man attachment, and your team reveals it. Stage 2, he's a 1/2. He's steady. Iron Man gets +1 scheme for each tech attachment on him to a max of +3 scheme. And when revealed, deal each player an encounter card. Iron Man cannot take damage this phase. Stage 3, which of course is what you start with, an expert. 1 scheme, 2 attack. Iron Man gets +1 scheme for each tech attachment. Set up, the enemy team searches the encounter deck for an Iron Man attachment, and your team reveals it. And stage 4, 1 scheme, 3 attack, steady. Iron Man gets +1 scheme for each tech attachment on him to a maximum of +3 scheme. When revealed, deal each player an encounter card. Iron Man cannot take damage this phase. All right. So the main scheme is Superhero Registration Act. Again, the chosen leader, that's the same as we saw before. And in competitive mode, you find the choosing side scheme and your team reveals it. In cooperative mode, you find the chosen leader's side scheme. We have cutoff support, seven threat per player, 1 threat per player per turn. Again, if you have more than 1 player on your team, it's hinder 2 per player. Force interrupt. When a player reveals a treachery, place 1 threat here. Limit once per phase per player. Stage 2 is more story. Then we have the negative zone prison. So 9 threat per player, 1 threat per player per turn. Reduce the target threat value of this scheme by 1 for each face down card under it. After an ally is defeated by an enemy attack, place that ally face down under the scheme. So they're getting captured. So that's kind of cool. Then again, we got the same art as the Iron Man hero. So this is really cool. Powered gauntlets attached to Iron Man. Iron Man's attacks gain range. And hero response, after you make a basic attack against Iron Man, spin an energy strength to discard this card, reveal this card, and gives him +1 attack. And of course, it gives him +1 scheme as well. But then we got the jet boots attached to Iron Man. Iron Man gains the aerial trait. After you make a basic attack against Iron Man, spin an energy strength to discard this card. And as a boost, reveal this card, gives him +1 attack and +1 scheme. Mark 5 helmet attached to Iron Man and give him a tough status card. Iron Man gains stalwart. Hero response, after you make a basic attack against Iron Man, spend a mental strength resource to discard this card. Then we got the arc reactor attached to Iron Man and give him a tough status card. Iron Man gains retaliate 1. After you make a basic attack against Iron Man, you can spend a mental strength to discard this card. And then we have the Mark 5 armor attached to Iron Man. When Iron Man would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. Then if there's at least 5 damage here, discard this card and then reveal this card. All right. Then we've got Repulsor Blasts. When revealed, alter ego, discard an upgrade or support you control. When revealed hero, discard the top 4 cards of your deck for each printed mental and for each printed energy and wild resource discarded this way. Deal 1 damage to your hero. Oh, we got some new people join. Hello. Again, I apologize for it's hard to read the cards because of my poor lighting. My good lights are at Dirk's. I apologize for that. We have 2 copies of Supersonic Punch. When revealed, alter ego. Iron Man schemes. If he has a tech attachment, you are confused. When revealed, hero. Iron Man attacks you. If he has a tech attachment, this attack gains piercing. I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably download this and I'll put overlays of the cards at some point so that this will be more readable. But that'll be a little bit before I can do that. Then we got the Stark Tower here. Hazard, 3 threat per player. When defeated, the enemy team searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an Iron Man attachment, and your team reveals it. All right, then the first module we have is the Mighty Avengers. 2 scheme, 1 attack, 4 hit points, an Avenger. He's tough. When revealed, give the enemy leader a tough status card. As a boost, give the enemy leader a tough status card. Then we have Wasp. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. Aerial Avenger. Teamwork Avenger. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. And as a boost, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Then we got U.S. Agent. Minion. 1 scheme, 2 attack. Retaliate 1. Toughness. When revealed, deal 1 damage to your identity. Deal 1 damage to your identity as a boost. Then we got the Mighty Avengers. When revealed, resolve the when revealed ability of each minion in play. If no when revealed abilities were recovered or resolved this way, this card gains Surge. And the side scheme is Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Hinder 1 per player. Each Avenger minion gains the printed keywords of each other Avengers minion. Ooh, that's cool. And that comes in with a Amplify. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. All right, then we have the Initiative. We have Doc Samson here. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 4 hit points, Avenger, Gamma, Guard. You are confused. If you are already confused, place 2 threat on the main scheme. And as a boost, you are confused. We got Hellcat. So Hellcat's got 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. She's an Avenger. Quick Strike. When revealed, you are stunned. If you are already stunned, take 2 indirect damage, and as a boost, you are stunned. Then we got Drafted. Attached minions gets +2 hit points and gains the Avengers trait. When revealed, in competitive mode, the enemy team attaches Drafted to a minion engaged with them, and that minion engages you. Otherwise, discarded cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Reveal that minion and attach Drafted to. Oh, cool. So they're grabbing each other's minions. So we saw one of those cards in the Resistance, and now we got one in the Registration as well. That's cool. I like it. And another copy of Mighty Avengers. Okay. And then the last initiative we have is the 50 State Initiative. Comes in with 3 threat, hinder 1. When defeated, shuffle each Avenger minion in the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, and it comes in with a crisis. All right, then we have Maria Hill as a module. Maria Hill has 2 scheme, 2 attack, 4 hit points, Elite Shield. Retaliate 2. The enemy team searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Life Model Decoy and attaches it to Maria. Then we have 2 copies of Life Model Decoy. Tech. The enemy team attaches this card to a minion or their leader. Limit 1 per character. Attached character gains Stalwart. When attached character would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent that damage and discard this card instead. Then we have Executive Order. It's a treachery. Place 2 threat on each scheme. If Maria Hill is in play, this card gains Surge. And as a boost, if Maria Hill is in play, this card gets +3 boosts. Then we have the Shield Helicarrier. Comes in with 3 threat. Hinder 1 per player. When defeated, the player who defeats the scheme deals 1 damage to each character they control and each minion engaged with them. And it comes in with a hazard. Oh, interesting. So it's like the Shield Helicarrier just opened up and didn't care Friend or foe? It's just raining missiles down, apparently. All right, then we have dangerous recruits. So we got Venom. One scheme, 3 attack, 4 hit points. He's a Thunderbolt. Venom's attack gain piercing. When revealed, Venom attacks your leader. Otherwise, Venom activates against you. Okay. Then we got Bullseye. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. Thunderbolt. When revealed, the enemy team discards an attachment from your leader. Otherwise, discard an upgrade you control. We have Justice like Lightning. When revealed, each minion activates against the player it is engaged with. Otherwise, the enemy leader activates against you. Do not give it a boost for this activation. We have Excessive Force. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for each minion in play. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. And as a boost, the enemy leader attacks your leader. After this activation, do not give it a boost card for that attack. Then we got Dangerous Recruits. Hinder 1 per player. Force interrupt when a minion is defeated. Give it to the enemy leader as a face down boost. As an acceleration, comes in with 3 threat. And then we have the reference card that we saw with the other side. So what we saw with the resistance. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so that's part 5, the Iron Man leader and the cards that were bundled with him. Next will be part 6, which will be Captain Marvel, which will be the last part. So we'll do the cards that were bundled with her, including the extra schemes for the registration and the PvP cards, especially the leader cards that get added to your hand. So you'll see how that goes. So thank you for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you.